Separation of mixture. We require pure substances for many purposes, such as cooking and etc. They are always found as mixtures with other substances. We need to separate the components of a mixture for many reasons. Number 1. To remove unwanted substances. Number 2. To get useful substances with high purity. There are many methods used to separate mixture. While separating solid-solid mixture, we use hand picking, sieving, winnowing, magnetic property, solubility, and sublimation. Hand picking. Hand picking is also called manual separation. Is used when the particles are large. You can pick one of the unwanted solids out by hand. Is used when the particles are too small. However, there must be a difference in the sizes. Is used when one component is much lighter than the useful component. The mixture is allowed to drop from a height. The lighter components are blown away while the heavier components fall down and can be collected. Magnetic property is used to separate a mixture of using a magnet. For example, iron fillings can be separated from a mixture of sand and iron fillings using a magnet. Solubility is used to separate substances which are soluble in only some solvents like water. Is useful in separating mixtures where one component sublimes while the others do not. This method can be used to separate mixture of ammonium chloride and sodium chloride. While separating solid-solid mixture, we use sedimentation and decantation, filtration, evaporation, crystallization, distillation, and centrifugation. Sedimentation and decantation is used to separate if the solid is heavy and insoluble in the liquid. This method can be used to separate mixture of sand and water. Filtration is used if the solid is insoluble but has fine particles that are dispersed well in the liquid to form a homogeneous solution. This method can be used to separate mud from water. Evaporation is used to separate soluble substances from a liquid. For example, salt is obtained from seawater by letting the water evaporate. Crystallization is used to produce crystals of solid that is soluble in water. Distillation is used to separate a solid-liquid mixture where we wish to recover both dissolved solid and the liquid component. Centrifugation is used to separate mixtures based on differences on the densities of the components. While separating liquid-gas mixture, we use separation of a homogeneous liquid-liquid mixture and separation of a heterogeneous liquid-liquid mixture. Separation of a homogeneous liquid-liquid mixture, when two liquids form a mixture in which they cannot be seen separately, are called miscible. For example, alcohol and water. A mixture of alcohol and water can be separated based on the fact that each liquid boils at a definite and fixed temperature. This is called fractional distillation. Separation of heterogeneous liquid-liquid mixture. When two liquids in a mixture do not mix well and can be separately, they are said to be immiscible. For example, water and oil are immiscible and just form two layers. The heavier layer liquid forms the lower layer while the lighter liquid forms the upper layer. This method can be used to separate kerosene and water. While separating the liquid gas mixture, we can separate using many methods. Let us look at an example. Mist is a mixture of water in air. This mixture gets separated when the water droplets settle on objects. While separating gas-gas mixture, we use liquefaction and solvent extraction. Liquefaction is one of the ways that we can separate this type of mixture is to change the state of one of the gases to liquid. When pressure is applied, a gas changes into a liquid. This happens at different pressure levels for different gases. Thus, when pressure is applied for a mixture of gases, one of the gases will liquefy first and can be separated out. Solvent extraction is a method to separate compounds based on their relative solubilities in two different immiscible liquids, usually water and an organic solvent.